am back. Rudrance for Black and White Network. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe, like, comment. Let me know what you think about this. Make sure you hit share on this bad boy. Share it out. Because something like this does need a little steam. Oh, they're not coming for him. They're coming for you. And in this case, they're using him to get to you. It's unbelievable that we are in a country right now where your political affiliations, or in this case, you just went out and performed a duty you were asked to do. And look, I'm going to be logical in this, saying this country singer is likely a Trump supporter. But I don't know why it should matter if she is. But this country singer has had all of her gigs at a particular venue canceled for the entire remaining rest of this year. Why, you may ask? How about performing the Star Spangled Banner at a Trump rally? I mean, if you're a country singer, you get asked to do the Star Spangled Banner, you understand a lot of your demographics to the kind of music you listen to very likely could be setting in a Trump rally. Most likely, several thousand people, in all likelihood, right? A Trump rally, going to be well attended. Another way to get my voice and my music out. Not to mention, maybe she loves Trump, which shouldn't matter to anybody. But in this case, it does. And they'll get to you, and they will try to stomp you out. They will try to squeeze the voice out of you. They will try to suffocate you. This is awful. This is unacceptable that in this country you can lose work over political affiliation. Being a conservative will now cost you jobs. It's frightening. This is I wish, I don't know if she can sue this venue. I would assume this venue can probably cancel somebody's performance for any reason they see fit. But this is bullshit. And I think we all know it. The Blaze, a country singer, has claimed that a Massachusetts venue where she had been performing for 7 years canceled her gig for the remainder of the year after owners learned that she had performed the national anthem at a rally for former President Donald Trump. Look, I used to do a little promotion for a local artist here, and what happens is sometimes when these bigger sort of events or rallies come into an area, what they do is they start looking for popular artists around the area that might be able to come out and do something at said event. Okay? They probably saw that she was a country singer, demographic check, saw that she performed locally for a long time. 7 years is a long time, check. And so they reached out to her to perform the Star Spangled Banner. Makes all the sense in the world. All the sense in the world. But it cost her dearly, and it shouldn't have. On April 27th, Carly Tefft, who hails from Massachusetts, had the honor of performing the Star Spangled Banner at a Trump rally in New Hampshire. Quote, when 45 calls you to sing the anthem, just letting God use my voice as a vessel at real Trump, Donald Trump. Thank you, Mr. President. She posted to Instagram. I hope 45 hears about this, so he's able to publicly talk about this at some point. Maybe on True Social or something like that. While Tefft suspected that her appearance at the rally might ruffle a few feathers, she did not expect to lose work because of it. She was wrong. About 5 days later, one of the managers of Harvest Gallery, a restaurant and bar in Dennis, Massachusetts, near Cape Cod, reportedly called to say that all of her scheduled performances for the rest of the year had been canceled. Wow. Wow. According to an interview Tefft gave on the Howie Carr show this week, the unnamed manager claimed that the patrons might feel, quote, threatened. Are we doing this again? Okay. And even likened having her perform to obscene art. Quote, I can't have nude artistry hanging in my space, he said. Well, I don't know why not. If you're a radical leftist, they seem to support that. He said he was comparing that to what I did, Tefft told host Taylor Cormier. Wow. That's nuts. So her singing the Star Spangled Banner for Trump is akin to having naked pictures hanging up in your business. That's absurd. What a dumb shit way of drawing a line to between two areas. That's crazy. Where's the parallel there exactly? The manager then even went further and allegedly probed Tefft about her personal opinions regarding former President Trump. Here we go. Quote, "Are you a Trump supporter? Question mark. He demanded to know. I just sighed," said Tefft, who has never publicly endorsed Trump and who claimed to support only God wholeheartedly. Well, look, if this guy's radical enough to have canceled your performances over Trump, co-signing God is probably the next thing that will get you canceled in this day and time. Quote, "I knew that no matter what I said, he had already made up his mind, of course. That's his business. That's his prerogative. Yeah, but it doesn't mean it's not bullshit." She said he later complimented her for having, quote, "a great head on her shoulders," and insisted she was still welcome to frequent the Harvest Gallery as a patron, but not a performer. So your money's good here to spend, but your performances after 7 years are not good enough because, and it's pretty obvious, if he asked if she's a Trump supporter, it's because she performed for Trump. It's funny because Massachusetts, liberal is supposed to be more open, please. Liberals and radicals are the most close-minded people in the history of the planet. We know that. For a few weeks, Tefft kept the alleged cancellation to herself. However, she later changed her mind, decided to share it in the hopes that it might prevent her kids from enduring a similar experience someday. Quote, "My kids one day, just because they go to one church or like one person or support one team, if they can't work somewhere, that's not okay." You're damn right it's not. On Wednesday, she shared a video of her song "Freedom in This Country" on Twitter. Okay, let's just take a look. Let's just take a look. Are we able to get... I don't know if... Surely I won't get a copyright.
In the street, all starts with a wild heart, standing up and taking charge. From west to east, trucks in the streets, making their voice heard peacefully. All around the world, this is what we need. It's time to take up.
Okay, so we're talking about the double death, the triple death. She's religious and cares about God. Probably a Trump supporter, even though she didn't come out and say it. She did go perform for Trump, the Star Spangled Banner. And she's obviously patriotic, which is the triple death in this day and time to get canceled. So, unbelievable. She sounds like she's got a good voice, to be honest with you. So, go check that out. Freedom in This Country. Hinting that now might be a good time to re-release that in light of her situation. Agreed. Representatives of Harvest Gallery did not respond for comment from Fox News. The Blaze also reached out and did not immediately hear back. So, there we go. You're a country singer. You perform the Star Spangled Banner at a Trump rally. You're subject to get all of your shows at particular venues canceled over it. They are coming for us, folks. Pay attention. It is scary, frightening, absurd. Pick any number of ways you want to phrase it, that you can lose your job over political affiliation. All right? Not a hate group. Political affiliation. I identify as and it's not even like you can be a conservative and support Trump. If you're a conservative, you're subject to lose your job. This is the United States of America still, correct? Is Massachusetts communist China? Question mark. Seems to be headed that way. I mean, this is nuts. It truly is. And let's be real. I mean, how many of our patrons of that place would really care if she's a Trump supporter, if they found out she sang the Star Spangled Banner there? And I don't know if this Harvest Gallery or whatever it's called, let me make sure that we pour the appropriate amount of Harvest Gallery. The Harvest Gallery, have you noticed what's happened with Bud Light? What's happened with the Cracker Barrel? I mean, just because you're on a local level, a more local level, this is bullshit. There's no other way to look at it. All right? You targeted somebody over their political affiliation. The moment you asked her if she was a Trump supporter, it became pretty clear what you were driving at, what you were getting at. This is so unacceptable. It's so unbelievable. And yeah, they made sure they conveniently stopped short of blatantly saying that. But, I mean, come on. How else can you spell it out? It's so obvious. It's so obvious right here. Where was it? Some patrons might feel threatened. Why? That sounds like a them problem, not a her problem. I mean, that's on them. That's too bad. So sad. Signed, Dad. If they're that triggered that somebody happens to be a conservative that's standing up on stage not talking about politics, nobody's there to give an event speaking. Somebody is there to sing their country music. And you canceled her. I find this unbelievably unacceptable. It's frightening, folks. This is where we are. You can lose work. You can lose your job over being a Trump supporter and being a conservative. You better keep your head on a damn swivel now. That's where we're at. Tell me what you think, Black and White Network supporters. It's appalling. Makes me want to projectile puke everywhere. Till next time.